Hello and welcome back to Game Time Talk. We are here today with a special guest. Introduce yourself, guest.
Hi everybody, my name is Ugonna. You can call me EJ.
Okay.
I'm
We are
here to,
going. Okay.
give some juice and some sauce.
We're going to be talking about the games of this weekend. We will touch on some Champions League games, El Classico as always, and Premier League and our dead team. But yes, we'll start off with Manchester United. Manchester United versus West Ham. We lost 2-1. We're going down to tell us what you think. What are your thoughts?
I almost didn't want to watch the game just because I just had this feeling, right, that West Ham will now use us to be the ones to either catch their first win, right? And but I was like, you know what? I won't push Church back just so I could watch the game. I ended up watching it, and of course, disappointment. I've always been on the side of Ten Hag is trash. We need to take him off. I'm still on that side. At some point, too, we need to push the blame to our players because if I didn't watch other games, I watched this game from beginning to end, and they themselves, the players, missed at least 7 goals. Seven, if I'm counting less or not, seven. But Ten Hag cannot put inside the net for you, sir. You have to do that part yourself, right? Dalo, open
Yes,
net.
these are his men in front.
Yeah, again, Rashford, no, nothing. Ganacho, empty that ball. But no, it's a horrible time to be a Manchester United
Hello.
fan. Um, on and off the field. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I was saying Dalot's miss.
Yeah, Dallas Smith was. I don't understand what. I don't know what he was doing. As I saw that ball bounce, I knew for some reason he was going to want to hit it over the top. Why not just side foot that ball? He tried to smash it in. Why? Side foot the ball. There's no keeper. The defenders have given up hope. In their mind, the ball is in the net. He just assisted them and hit it over. It's just things like that just make me think. I look at Chelsea and Enzo came in, and I think this is what Man U need to do that we haven't done. Right? All we have done is bring in players. If you look at Arteta and Chelsea and Maresca, they came in and they weeded out first. Forget Chelsea is always buying. That is not Maresca. That is the Chelsea owners. Maresca came in and benched some people and told them, "Look, you cannot play for me. This is it. I'm done. I need players that are going to play with passion. They need to come and bring it every day, 100%. And I think Manchester United players, some of them need to be told that because they're not bringing 100%. I don't know why you can't. West Ham was so shitty. For West Ham to beat us 2-1, it means we are worse than West Ham, and West Ham was bad. So I really don't know anymore. We change coach. Unless that coach comes in and weeds out these players, I think they will play the same way.
But these are Ten Hag's players. See, I'm not saying these are his men. I'm trying to think of the starting 11 because I'm like, he gave Rashford a new contract, right? Ganacho, he brought him in.
Mhm.
Bruno Fernandes is his captain. Who else is there? Was there that Ten Hag number? Every other person there, he bought them. I
And
think
that's
every other person there, he bought them. So
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm
The
not
whole team now is his.
exactly. This is his team. You played these people. You did not play Ahmad again. Ahmad was
Yeah.
chopping bench, and Mazraoui was running around in number 10. You did not play Ahmad. You went and played. What's his face now? Bruno Fernandes is back. Who bossed it? He's back. So you went and played
What?
this. They should have scored. Yes, I can even say that's why I saw people saying, "Oh, they should sack Ten Hag because of this thing." Like this game is not going to make them sack Ten Hag because in their mind they see all these chances we missed and they're thinking, "Oh, if we had scored, maybe we would have won. We would not have won."
I just have one question for both of you. It's a very simple question. In the game today, who was the better side? Just a
First half
simple
was
question.
us. Second
No,
half was West
I'm
Ham.
talking about the whole game. Who was the better side?
You mean who was a better team?
Yes, in the whole game.
I still think it's Manchester United.
So you felt were the
I,
better side.
I felt like if you watch the game, we controlled the ball for a long time, right? It's just again, we don't know how to score, but we control the ball. A team that knows how to score with the pressure we had, we would have killed this people off like 5-0. But for some reason, but again, we keep talking about Bruno. I know you are like anti Bruno, but before this guy came, for Christ's sake, Bruno was still making those horrible passes. but Bruno was scoring. What is
But
going on?
do you know we had a lower XG than them, even taking out the penalty that they had? That means
Come back to my Bruno question.
okay.
What is going on behind the scenes?
This
Before
is
now,
Bruno.
listen. Before now, I understand you. Before now, we talk every day about Manchester United. We have seen Bruno's mishaps since before Ten Hag, right? He went to misplaced passes, but Bruno still scored, but Bruno still assisted. What is going on now? Because everybody seems to have dipped in form, right? The whole team at this point has dipped in form. So even the ones that before said we sneak out ones, what is going on? Is it the coach?
So let me put to you now that Manchester United are not the better team in this game. This game was a very, very
That's you, Bruno. Jump to
this was a very even game. One, people, yes, I believe like our coach said, the better team does not always win. I don't feel that is right. I feel that is true sometimes. I don't feel that was true for this game. Yes, people will look at the amount of chances we returned. We missed 4 big chances in the first half. When you look at that, you're like, Man United must have been killing these people. The possession was 57 to 43. It's not as if it was like.
I think that was because of the second half.
Now, this first half possession. This is just first half possession. This is not second half possession. Now, we had 8 shots. They had only 1. They were just not creating chances. They held the ball too, but they were not creating chances. Now, second half, we had 10 shots, 3 on target. 10 shots, 3 on target. That was just nonsense. Garnacho had 2 big chances in the first minute of the game. Now, do you know what is funny? In the next game, whoever we are playing,
he will start the game.
Yeah.
That's when Garnacho will start.
Of
If you
course.
tell me that Ahmad is not training well, that's the next thing that will come out from his mouth. That is why he opened his mouth and said that he put in Anthony to give us a goal because Anthony is training well. Now, that's not my point now. It's the same manager that opened his mouth and said, we went to Fenerbahce, we went to FC Porto, and we got 2 points. That is a result. These are the words of Eric. These are not my words. I've never finished. This same man said that he's not counting the game against Tottenham. Why? Because we have a red card. This man opened his mouth and said this in public. Today, see, no doubt about the penalty not being a penalty. I'm not giving that penalty not being a penalty. Let's be very honest. That was crap. And the world agrees, except for West Ham fans and people who hate Man U. The world agrees. But Eric, brother, yes, you will not put the ball in the net. No doubt. You say you dominated the first half. You created chances in the first half. Why couldn't you do it in the second half? Your aim now, going to that first half, going to that halftime dressing room should be, boys, we have created this amount of chances in this half. Let us put them now to the throat. What did they do? They came out second half looking like a timid cat. That's what they did. Now, what did Lopetegui do? He saw his team needed a boost. He brought in 3 players. Christian Somerville gave Dalot a hard time in this game once he came in. And he scored the goal.
Exactly.
He scored the goal.
On Dalot. He scored the goal on Dalot.
Now, what is funny is that we started playing better in the second half when they brought in Zexi. Holland was playing crap all through. You should have taken him off. See,
Holland is his baby.
The fact that Eric is a very, very, very poor in-game manager is terrible. When you see people are not playing well, Garnacho did do nothing. I'm very honest.
100 minutes.
Let me finish. Rashford did nothing. I'll be very honest. Bruno does not do anything. He doesn't do anything. I've been saying on this stream for a while. I feel our best midfield is to change to a 4-3-3 formation. That way, you know your DM is Casemiro / Ugarte. You know, 2 of them they are there to be what they are. Casemiro can pass the ball better, but Casemiro is a destroyer. You don't have the type of player of Rodri's caliber to be able to say you want a DM like Rodri. I know that's what Man fans are hungry for, but we don't have that kind of DM. The DMs we have are destroyers.
We don't play Brazilian football. We want.
Let me finish.
Rodri.
Thank you. They are destroyers. That's what they are. They are. You can have success with destroyers as your GM. Liverpool did it. Didn't they win the Premier League and Champions League? They did it. Fabinho was a destroyer. That is what Ugarte and Casemiro are. That's the success that Real Madrid have with Casemiro. Because he is a destroyer. That's exactly what he is. Now, Then you play them. You play in between two of them. Sorry, at the width of two of them, Eriksen and Kobe Mino. Bruno Fernandes should not be starting
Okay.
because no, he's not a better passer than Eriksen.
Mm.
He's not. Eriksen is the best passer of the ball we have in our team. Why? He's not as mobile. I mean, he's mobile, but I don't feel he's that good on the ball as Kobe Mino.
Who?
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes is trash.
Eriksen, Kobe Mino, Ugarte / Casemiro. That should be your starting three. I feel those three playing it. Not. I don't need a cam. We don't need a cam. We don't need a cam. We just need three players in midfield. I feel these three can control the ball better than what Bruno Fernandes play as a cam. As a cam, Bruno Fernandes is useless.
So we need to play Real Madrid formation.
Exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what we need.
I'm literally trying to remember this. No, don't worry, go ahead. I'm trying to look for this quote from Ten Hag today that he said after the game.
No, Ten Hag is delirious. You know, I liken Ten Hag to Donald Trump right now in speech because two of them are sleeping. And I don't know what's going on. They're just walking through the world, and for some reason, Ineos doesn't want to sack him. I think Ineos is behind the scene doing their search to replace. And once they feel like they have the right person, they will sack him. They don't want to sack him and leave the club in limbo.
Would you take
That's what they want to do. I heard something about Xavi. I don't know if we have the players to play tiki-taka football.
Because his wife just posted today with their son wearing the Manchester United jersey.
That don't mean anything to me.
See,
not until we see it, right?
I heard that they had a meeting exclusive.
Yeah, no. I heard that one too. But again,
news.
For them to hire another one, you have to sack one, Abby. So until we see sack, we are not getting another manager. They're going to put two managers. One has to go for another one to come. So when they sack him, then we can start looking for what they need at team. Because really, at this point, I think I've always been a big supporter of Marcus Rashford, come hell or high water, right? Because I just believe he can play, right? Now, that's why a coach has to be both a tactician and a man manager. There are two ways about it. You can't just... Now, it's different if your team is just a serial winning team like Man City. Although Cardona is the man manager himself, but if you're a serial winning team like Man City, anybody you bring in will want to show that because they know the team will win whether I'm here or not, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have the choice. If you don't play where they crash you quick and this what I want to play. But for Manchester United right now, we need a man manager. We need someone not to hold their hand, but to... It's just, you know how we play football manager. You have to have management skills. It's treating people like, like they matter. I'm not saying that you should do like Solskjaer and be their palace. You don't have to be their friend. Ten Hag is not neither of these things I just said. He's not a tactician and he's not a man manager. He can't even make the right changes. That is not even a coach at this point. Once he loses this job, I don't know if he's going to get on that job in a while because he has really bottled this Manchester United position. When he came, there was a ray of light. He thought, oh my God, somebody to give us an identity. We always talk about this thing, identity, Again, I say it. Maresca came to Chelsea. Look at Chelsea beating Newcastle. Bro, this is not happened last season. I'm not saying Newcastle is a good... Newcastle has been trash this season, yes. But they will still beat Manchester United on any day.
Exactly.
Right? But Chelsea...
Who will not beat Manchester United?
See, I get it. But see, if you look at Chelsea team right now, they don't have the best players, right? They might have a good, solid Caicedo midfield, have Copa. Copa might want to drill from. That is a Manchester City player, right? We don't have a player like Kumpama right now, Manchester United. Somebody that can create magic, right? Off the ball, even if the team is not playing well, you can create magic. Rashford used to be that for us in the past, where he would try, dribble down the wing and come in and take the shot. I remember those days against Liverpool, you would dribble, playing, and then again, I don't understand Ten Hag for one thing. I get that Rashford has not been on form, and then you play him in his worst position.
Exactly, to accommodate for.
How do you expect him to now play? Like, is Garnacho now bigger than Rashford in Manchester United? Is that what you're telling me? Is the guard changing? Like, Garnacho and Rashford are on the same level. Rashford would have... that goal that Garnacho missed that he was facing the post, I wanted to curl it. Rashford would have put that in the net.
I don't know about that.
No. I'm giving you, let's say we're playing chance of 10 games, 10 tries. Rashford buries that in 7. Garnacho buries it 4 or 3.
I said maybe Rashford bury 5 and goalkeeper save 2.
5 over... That means goalkeeper even touch the ball. Guy, today I was so embarrassed with Garnacho. It's today I finally agreed that Garnacho has no technical ability. He might be trained by school kick.
I thought you were an impact player.
He might be trained by school kick once in a while. You think he has all the technique in this world, but technique comes from
Very once. Don't say once in a while. Very once.
It's not good.
once, not even once in a while, but once, right?
Decent,
Like
at best.
it's so sad when I see him sometimes on the ball. Like he can't. Sometimes, right? He needs to start from the bench. That way, the team that he's going to come up against has tired down a little bit, and they don't know what he wants to do. Then he can do something. If you start him from the beginning, like you start him, like you think I'll go to a team like Manchester City. I don't know why I keep using them because they're just our neighbors and they've destroyed us. Phil Foden cannot get to the team sometimes. Can you imagine that? Imagine if you put Manchester United, he will be like Kopama. They cannot do without him. He's going to start every damn game until they wear him out. Like the work will be minor out.
This is where it comes in. Now, see, this is what I believe. When I predicted Chelsea will finish probably below top 6, it's not because I didn't feel they didn't have the players. If you look at Chelsea's team is not bad.
Solid.
They have a very good team. See, they have a competent goalkeeper at best.
Yeah.
It's not great. Now, they have a injury-prone right back in Reece James, who on his day, one of the best right backs in the Premier League, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Fofana was one of the best centre backs in the Premier League until he started getting injury every 2 minutes. Liverpool was a wonder kid. He's not bad.
Still playing well. Yeah.
Carella played well in Euro, so Carella is playing well this season.
Yeah.
Moses Caicedo and Enzo are not bombs. You will not pay 120 million for 2 midfielders who are bombs.
Yeah, they are playing well.
Good players. Kopama is
I mean,
a good.
you paid 80 million for Anthony. It's a bomb.
It's a bomb. He's not Man U. That's around Man U now, please.
Let me finish. Now, Kopama is not a bomb. Noni is not a bomb.
I don't like the way you say Kopama is not a bomb. Kopama is a good player. Let's put it like that and leave it. It's not, if you say not a bomb, it's like you're saying it's not. Kopama is a good player.
I'm just saying now, Pedro Neto is not a horrible player.
At all.
So, now, for all we say about Nicholas Jackson, at least he pops up.
Nicholas Jackson did jazz this year. Nicholas Jackson went to Africa and got something on his leg. Did you see that?
This Chelsea team I've called now is not is on par with a top 4 team. Let's be honest.
He's on par with mine. They catch us.
Get my point.
Okay.
He's on par with a top 4 team. Do you understand my point?
Kopama will shot score. You know how Kopama they do us. Hat trick.
Triple captain Obama.
Like I always say, Man U's team is on par as a top 4 team. But when you are horribly coached, you drop down to a 14th or 15th.
God, we are 14th. God.
So you get my point.
This man, this people will let us relegate. If they don't track this man, we will relegate. I'm telling you.
3 goal difference, 14.
We will relegate. It's just that the fact that Southampton is still there.
Our players are too good to be relegated.
Bro, our players are too good to see us in 14th. Our players are too good, we are in 14th. 14th!
We are 14th because of them. If not, we will be less than that. I'm just being, see, if you watch our last video, I was saying we are a horribly coached team. We are not the way we are being coached is on par with the championship team. That's how we're being coached. We are being horribly coached. Now, tell me again. Now, you are using Man City as an example. That's always it's always a good to use Man City. Because last season, their best player was Phil Foden. I mean, he was. This season, he didn't start the season well. What did their coach do? He benched him.
Straight up.
When Rashford thought he was Jehovah Nissi and Jehovah Shammah in Man U, and he was playing crap then, what did Mourinho do? He benched him.
Sharp.
You have to. He benched Rashford so much that when Rashford came back into the team to play because of injury, he wanted to impress. You have to bench. If you don't bench, what are people doing? That's what are playing game. Garnacho missed 2 beautiful chances today. He will start the next game. He's not, nobody's been here.
No punishment. How dare you miss 2 goals like that and you don't start on the bench the next game?
The first one, the second one, what? You even test the goalkeeper.
Because he has no finesse. He has no finesse.
Now I know why. Like under the international break, he never plays for Argentina. He's called up.
I don't think Argentina even have how many? I don't actually have that many wingers, but you can't be starting someone who
He's
when
called up but never plays. It's so sad. It just tells you that he's not good. He needs to start from the bench. He's a what is that another? What's under squad player? Impact sub. Impact sub.
Impact sub.
Impact sub.
Let me say breakthrough prospect. Let's be very honest.
No. He's an impact sub.
You are 20 years old. You breakthrough prospect.
Impact sub. For see, you know how you go to various teams. In Manchester United level now, where we are, is an impact sub. If you go to Man City, you can be a breakthrough prospect.
You will be the championship by now.
Yeah.
Alejandro Garnacho, we think he's something special. Okay, championship level player.
Because I look at it, I'm like,
it's really sad. You know, when you look at it, it's really sad. When you see a team like Manchester United, you know, I see the starting lineup. I'm like, how can't these players pull off a win against West Ham? I don't even let them even sack coach. Let's say the players on the field, they might even win if there was no coach and they are coaching themselves at this point. Because maybe
you play FM. Let's say for example, you play FM, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you know in FM, if you put in the wrong formation, you will lose to the worst of the worst.
Exactly.
Now, obviously, I can't blame Ten Hag for everything. Like you said, he will not put the ball in the net. No, not
like
now.
Today, you can't blame Ten Hag. I mean, you can blame him, but you can blame him for second half. But this player should have won this game.
I blame him for the whole game, but not. I don't give him the full blame because yes,
that's what I say. You can't give him the full blame.
He can't. No, he has to take at least 70% of the blame.
These are his players.
Not even that. You can't put the ball in the net. No doubt. I have no problem with that. Yes, Garnacho missed 2 chances. Dalot missed open net. Bruno Fernandes cannot even head the ball to go keep at least. Let's go back catch the ball like this. Let was on target. But so I give him that. But what I cannot give him, patterns of play creates better chances. Yes, we had beautiful chances today. But now, let's be very honest, minus the but they were just so clear cut. Like sometimes you're just like Bruno Fernandes was so clean that I'm like, how do you miss this? A professional footballer. That was on. I don't know. You dribble the goalkeeper. I'm not trying to fall down. Maybe let's go back touch small. So let's give him a red card. I don't know how to say you did after that. Garnacho, well, it's Garnacho as usual. But now, yes, the first half was over. If you realize in that first half, after a particular time, we stopped creating chances. After Dalot's miss, we stopped creating chances. That was like in the 20-something, 30th minute. West Ham came into the game. Patterns of play keep making you you keep on creating chances. Man City create chances every single time. Even when Haaland miss him and net, they keep on creating. You keep on creating because one will fall in. Not that you miss 4 chances. You're like, okay, well, we tried. I blame the coach for that. The laissez-faire attitude that they have, I blame it on the coach. I don't blame it on the players.
These are his players. That's all I have to say. This is Ten Hag's men, and anything that happens is on him.
It's on him. He's the coach. You can't sack players.
You can't sack the players. Because if I say the players are not playing well, no doubt, but you can't sack them. The easiest man to sack is the coach. Let us be it's easier man to sack. And I blame him because he has not set up an identity on how he wants this team to play. Whenever they ask him that question, he always dodges it.
2 trophies.
Yeah. 2 trophies. 2 trophies. I'm the most successful manager behind Pep Guardiola. You psycho.
We said something about we started similarly last season and we ended. You see how the season ended? We ended like success. I'm like,
we ended poorly last season.
We were 8.
In 8.
We were 8. Are you high?
He's high. This man think he's in Ajax. I swear, he think he's in Ajax or something. You need to kick him out of this place. We're not in the same level at this point.
The curve on his head. The curve on his head. That is the problem.
It's probably the curve. I don't know, man. I don't like what. Okay, now, man, you fine. I've been thinking, what kind of manager do we need? Pep Guardiola is never going to come to Manchester United, so he's out of it.
I don't need Pep Guardiola. I don't need Pep Guardiola to be successful. I'll be very honest with you. We don't need Pep to be successful. Arsenal is successful, but let me finish. Just see, they haven't broken that plane, which is what they need. Arsenal have been so close.
I need money to even play like Arsenal. I'll be fine.
Was it not?
It was.
It was a successful tenure. 12 tenure.
Yeah, one trophy.
He won
He won more than one
four.
trophy.
He won 4 trophies. He won 4 trophies in 7 years, which is not bad. When 2 of those trophies is Champions League and Premier League,
Yeah.
You're good. You're
but
fine.
he turned Liverpool from being has-beens to actually a team that can contend.
True.
If Arne Slot wins the league this year, it's because of the groundwork that Klopp laid.
Klopp did. Yeah, because he didn't buy anybody. He bet he didn't buy any play.
He came and threw them over the hump, which is good. So they will take away that asterisk from that COVID trophy that people always keep talking about. But you get my point. So see, we don't.
That was a COVID trophy, sure.
Hmm?
That was a COVID trophy.
If you does not, one of Arsenal's biggest problems for me is their lack of squad depth. Man City have squad depth a lot, which helps them a lot in critical times. Now, Man City have squad depth and continuity. Arsenal have only one thing. They've using the same squad for a while, so they have that continuity with their squad, but they don't have the depth. They don't have that depth. Arteta is horrible at rotating too. Guardiola rotates, so all his players play a certain amount of games that when he takes them off to put in someone else, when he brings them in, there's literally no change in
gameplay.
Exactly the same way everybody's still playing. Arsenal don't have that depth that Man City have. I feel Man U have a lot of players on the bench. Let's be very honest. See, yes, you can call them bombs or not. You spent 80 million on Anthony. Anthony is the first team player in some squads. You have Mason Mount on the bench. You have Amad Diallo on the bench. Let me put him there. You have Zexi on the bench. This is 4. You have Maguire on the bench. Maguire will start for some teams. Let's be very honest, in the Premier League. Maybe not the top 6 team, but will start for some teams. You have Maguire on the bench. You have John Evans on the bench. He might be old, but he's still reliable. You have Lindelof on the bench. Let me even add Luke Shaw and Malasia who are injured. You have them on the bench. You have people on the bench, right? This is depth. This is depth. We have 2 players for each position on the pitch. You have Kobe Mino on the bench still because he's not playing. Yeah, because he's injured. This is depth. You have the depth. So
it's
now,
just
get me after when I say I'm drinking. Go to Germany. Ask them how much will it take? Let me take Nagelsmann from you. How much? That is all man you need. The mistake. I mean, I felt because I knew that Hansi Flick his heart was set to Barcelona right from time. I knew that was going to Barcelona. If not, I was thinking Hansi Flick. Yes, I will admit I have made a mistake. I was a proud advocate for Ten Hag because I watched Ajax and I'm like, wow, we need this. I was taking him over Pochettino. And you know how much I love Pochettino. I was taking him over Pochettino then. I was like, no, we don't need Poch. We need this man, something different. Poch would have been a better manager for us at this point, though. I believe it now because I'll just be very honest because the amount of power they've given Ten Hag. Really did not have this. What's his name? Mourinho did not have this. Van Gaal did not have this. This 4 managers didn't have it. Poch did not have this kind of control that Ten Hag has. He didn't have it in Chelsea. So that means he might have done a better job.
Oh, anybody can do a better job.
I mean, even doing a better job.
Ole could not win.
That was just Ole's own problem.
Because we are scoring goals. Then we cannot
Ole could not win. Ole could not get us the hump of winning a trophy, which I felt we got close to. That Europa League. If we had won that Europa League, I felt Ole's. If we won that Europa League,
21 penalties. It's not same one. Jesus.
I mean, we have good players and a horrible manager. That is my take on my
horrible manager.
Do you have anything you want to add on Manchester United before we move on to the next team?
I think also Ten Hag. I just sometimes they always say a manager or someone is always as good as people that surround him. I just don't think that he also wants to listen to anybody. I don't know. I don't believe Vanessa can be there. He embeds the club's culture. You cannot be there telling this man some things and maybe the man is just pushing to the side or something. I don't understand.
Ten Hag does not speak good English. I think people are not even understanding what I'm saying. He don't speak good Dutch either. And they've said it. This man
doesn't speak good Dutch. So what does this mean?
These Dutch people have seen videos when they say this man does not speak Dutch. Everything
He,
is
he speaks good Dutch, but calm down.
Everything
Just
is
like things that he does not speak the
Tenant.
Dutch. He does not speak the Dutch the way they speak it.
He's speaking broken Dutch.
I know from where he is from. That's the way they speak Dutch.
Okay.
That's why I ask people to not want him because his Dutch is different from the way they speak their own Dutch.
So that's what I want. Now we are here having this man. That's what he does. Then I don't have to communicate with people.
We are going to move on to Man City because he speaks Dutch.
I'm telling you, they're not speaking good English. I watched the video of him and Ugarte, and they were speaking. Ugarte is not a thousand man was speaking.
English is not.
Does Ugarte speak Dutch?
I don't know Ugarte was speaking, but they're not speaking the same language.
Ugarte does not speak Dutch. How do they speak Dutch? This girl. Let's move on to other things. He says he does not speak good English. English is not his first language.
He's not speaking good at it. I don't care. You know, his English contains first language. But I know what he's trying to tell me. I don't know what the man is trying to tell me. Allah. Please, this guy will not give me high BP. But we'll go to Man City, Southampton. I don't know if you watched the game.
I think that was the one that Haaland scored. You see, I'm a hater of Manchester City, of course. I have to, naturally, because I'm a Manchester United fan. But when I see Haaland scoring for Man City, it makes me hate Ole Gunnar Solskjaer more. You know why? Because this boy was under his fingernails. This boy.
He actually said he actually gave about that. So you can't blame him.
Did he do it the first day he came to the club as interim manager? I should have just said it. The first second he came.
Calm down.
That's his life.
But anyways, true. That's what everyone to. Man, you might have finished Haaland. Who knows? Haaland will not be what he is today.
Because Ole said that when he was in Malta, he said it. He called Manchester United then and told them, "There's this boy named Haaland. People need to get him." He said he told them when he was in Malta. Then, when he moved to Salzburg, when Ole was our coach, Ole said he told the board, "You need to buy this boy," but the board said no. That he's not.
He might have been trash now because Bruno and Kevin are not on the same level. I know Kevin is going to say he's trash sometimes, but at least he's upgraded trash. Way upgraded. Yeah. But yeah, like the goal he scored was also like Haaland-esque goal. You know, it's Man City. You see, these days they grounded out. It was 1-0, and I was even surprised because Southampton actually grounded them down. Southampton was trying to even score at some point. They were attacking City. It's Southampton that we know. I don't know. They've not gotten their yearly 8-0 yet. Normally, you know, almost every season they get 8 or 9-0 beat by somebody. I was thinking to Man City, but you know, they actually grounded down, and I think that's why they haven't sacked their manager. I'm not saying they are doing good, but I think they know as a club that I don't think they're not ready for this, so they better go back down. But if they sack their manager now, they have to start over. So I said, go back down and try again.
I think they still have. See, I think they can still stay up. I don't know
what Martin needs to be sacked. That's their coach. He needs to be sacked.
Okay.
And I'll give you a reason why I think he should be sacked. I remember in our first video, I said if he does not tweak his style, it will be a problem for them this season. And exactly what I said is what is materializing. Because he's not. Yeah, I understand that you want to play control possession football. I mean, Man City the possession stats in this game was 57-43, which is not bad for Southampton technically.
Exactly.
Man City had 571 passes. Southampton had 433, which is very rare for a team playing against Man City.
Yeah.
400 and something passes.
Man U would have had 150.
Who's Man U? But so it is very rare to find a team that can almost get the same amount of passes that Man City had. So I understand you want to play possession football, but just have to understand, the quality of players, your quality of players, they were quality for championship. You have moved up a level. The quality is very different. The chances that those people will miss in championship and you still have the chance to play your football and score, you will not get that chance in the Premier League. So you need to tweak. I'm not saying move away fully from you, because your style of play is very good. I'm very nice. They should have beaten Man U. Man U shouldn't have beaten them that 3-0. That 3-0 that we beat them was just weird. They should have beaten us. They played us football. The last game they lost to Leicester, that red card messed them up. They were winning that game 2-0. Once
Yeah.
they lost it.
Yeah. It's
So
just
I feel they play good football. If you watch their play, you know you actually know what they are doing. But I feel it needs to be tweaked because for it, the quality of players you have is not it's not that kind
yeah.
of.
And yeah, over to Man City. It's just what can we say about Man City? They're a well coached team. Guardiola
Let me see the graph.
Guardiola Guardiola knows what he's doing over there, and
It's just a one
he's
position to do today. Yeah.
they keep losing their assistant managers, but it doesn't seem to make any difference because we know who the mastermind is. It's not like NFL. It's not like NFL where if you lose your offensive coordinator, your team will fall apart if you're a defensive coach because you don't know what's going on anymore. But no, Guardiola is Guardiola. He's just we thought it was a fluke when he was in Barcelona. We're like, oh, Barcelona, Messi. He made sure he didn't get Messi at this point, just to tell you that I don't need Messi, right? I'm Guardiola.
That was a fluke. See, it's one thing having Messi. It's one thing having Messi. That's very. It's one thing, but PSG had Messi. Abi. People say
No, that's not Messi again.
No,
Messi that's
but
dominating Inter Miami now.
it's one thing having
No,
Messi.
no, don't go there, please. Chimiki can tell you about that. We're not talking about Messi and Inter Miami.
It's one thing having Messi. It's one thing having Messi. But it's another thing to dominate the way Barcelona dominated. Now, like I always say, I mean, Barcelona was a good team when he came in. He made them better. They were already a good team. They just won. They won the Champions League like 2 years prior. He made them 1 year. He made them better, no doubt.
Yeah,
who we are. In fact, they were a fantastic team. In fact, because John Henkins just won the treble. That was a fantastic team. He improved their style of. He changed their style of play, which can be difficult for some teams when you come and bring in when you move from a different and changes drastically to a tiki-taka. He improved them, made them better. They were winning the league for fun. They just couldn't get over the hump in the Champions League.
So that's where I think he regrets.
Yeah. Then he came to Man City.
Mm-hmm.
His first season was not that good. It took him time to implement his style. He bought the players he needed, and the rest is history.
The rest is really history.
The rest is
history. Yeah, I would say like it's always like I was saying, it's something to have Messi. I'm sure that's aided, because I know that man robbed Guardiola himself. Guardiola himself has been a nemesis to Manchester United even before he came to Manchester City. So I don't even know. Our biggest mistake ever was not getting Guardiola when he was there to get right. We have regretted that to this day, and we're still going to regret it coming years because he was right there. I don't know how Ferguson bottled that. Ferguson was the biggest influence he could have been on that man. He went, visited him. Why didn't he get him over the line?
He said he talked to Guardiola.
And
Guardiola was on a sabbatical, if you remember.
Exactly. So you make sure you get it over the line. You're a salesman at this point of Manchester United.
So, and Man U needed a coach there and then. And Fergie didn't want to stay.
Man, you could have. That's what I'm saying. Fergie went and brought trash. He should have waited. Let somebody else be an Italian coach for 1 year. And then let us have Guardiola when he's ready. It's what the way. Is Guardiola now what the 1 year wait? You tell me.
Fergie went for Guardiola. He was on sabbatical. So I think the next coach he went for after Guardiola was
Pride. Pride. Ferguson killed us because of pride. Let me tell you now. Ferguson went there. The man probably told him, "Yeah, I can't come back." Ferguson probably told him, "We need you right now." He was like, "No, I need my 1 year." Pride. He should have said, "Okay, we." Didn't they just sign Thomas Tuchel for England and start next year? You play FM. There's choices for you to start at the end of the season, Abi. Bro, is Guardiola not worth the wait?
That is the board's choice to make, not Ferguson.
Chimike, we know at that point, board and Ferguson is like, there's nothing as board. This is Ferguson's club. It's not that we don't know the difference again. Back then, the Ferguson is Man U is Ferguson. Nothing like board or no board. Because he had, what's his name up there? David Gill. David Gill was his man. He was David Gill's man. No, there was no. Actually, I blame all of, whatever Man City. Let's not digress again. I keep going to Man U because we got about Man U for a whole hour and nothing will change. So, Man City has always good game. Came out on top as always. Stamp of champions. This is what I talked about Man U in the past. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. It's important because a 1-0 turned to 1-1. Arsenal has seen that like 3 times now, right? And they've fallen down the table a lot of times. Arsenal was winning, but more of a sudden became the 3. These are the things that Man City don't let to come and happen to them. They might mistakenly get a draw here or there, but They will always make sure to the last second. And for the sometimes you have seen it 2 times now. Last second, I pity Wolves. Last game before was this one the Southampton one before the Wolves before
Yeah.
Southampton.
What
I
was
pity them because it was I even thought it was done, you know. But Man City, it's just it is what it is, man. It can That was dark antics that what's his name used, Bernardo Silva. Dark antics. He went there, nudged the goalkeeper real quick. As he nudged him, he stepped aside and bent down. So when VAR was not time for the connecting of header, what VAR can see is that somebody is bending down. You can't see what
your line
happened
of sight?
exactly. So there's nothing they want to talk about. But again, it is Man City, and we got to give them their kudos and their flowers. They've done what United could. I mean, they've not done it. They do this year to be what United could not do, Abi.
Yes. I
Or
mean,
have they done it already?
4 times.
They've done 4 times.
They made done 4 times.
They've already done four and
Nice,
done
guys,
treble. There is nothing remaining. Yeah, so it's done. They are at this point. The thing that we used to pass them is the number of titles. But we cannot be sleeping. This is what how these Arsenal fans to talk before, but look at us now, we're here. But yeah, you guys, you can move on to another game, or if you want to do something else, you can go ahead.
Arsenal Liverpool now drawing. We can move on to Arsenal Liverpool 2-2.
Yeah.
I mean, Arsenal. I don't know why they came out the second half. Like they literally came out the second half like they had 10 men and they were trying to defend. Because I'm like, you guys are winning. I mean, all the goals except for the last goal. All these goals are set piece goal, set piece goal, set piece goal. Liverpool are trying to get Arsenal the same way Arsenal gets Rapid. Set piece goal. Declan Rice. I don't know what kind of pack they downloaded in Declan Rice since he came to Arsenal that he can give crosses all of a sudden. Set piece dead ball crosses.
Man management.
I'm like, what is this?
Man management, personnel training. We play FM. Not the develop traits. We don't have this team. Manchester United, we're going back. Let's forget this club.
Let's go. Saka has that trademark finish. I don't know if you guys saw the goal.
Yeah, with the left leg, Abby.
Rooftop, yes, rooftop,
yeah.
Near post. He's getting, I was like, they spin Robertson, the whole thing.
We must give kudos to kudos. You remember some weeks ago when Ike was here, our uncle, and we were yabbing Saka. I know we can yab what we like, but bro, week in, week out, you keep bringing the goals and assists. We don't have one person doing it for us. So what are we? Don't need to hate people for no reason. I know we hate the club forever, but he's doing it big this year. He's showing out like he showed out last season. And he just doesn't have the personality to match the game. That's all I can say. He's a good player, but he doesn't have the antics of a big player. Yeah. He just keeps feeling like a small player. I don't know why, but if that were a player, let me say, like Rashford, now, he has done something, but he's already feeling like he's the world best,
Yeah.
It's not, Saka doesn't have, if Saka had that kind of thing, maybe he would have been scoring more because, people will just have fear in you unnecessarily. But, he has played well this season. We have to give him the antics, and also to Liverpool team. Mo Salah always, like we call him Mo Santa, because he brings the gifts. Mo Santa be bringing the gifts. He don't smile. He's always available. Even if it's penalty, bro, some people they miss penalty. He doesn't miss. He will score, right? Even if something has to happen for him to get penalty, right? It's not just handball. If you say handball, I say okay. Maybe somebody dribbled somebody or somebody went down. It's what it is, right? He will score his penalty. He will come in from the left. You feel like, man, I don't have anybody come from anywhere. I'm like, if Mo Salah is coming from the right hand side to cut into that left, you better be scared because that left leg is going to put that ball in the top corner. We have seen it millions. The kind of treatment that Ian Robben had. You can see it coming, but you can't stop it. It's going to go to the top or bottom. Anyone you want to put it will go there and it will stay. And kudos to Anslot, because some managers will come in and want to immediately turn the whole club around and show them I'm the big man, whatever, but he has steadied the ship. There was a lot of anti that, we Liverpool on to Man U. Hey, they ain't turning to no Man U. They are playing well, top of the table well, or if they are maybe Man City is above them, I don't know, but they're right there in the mix.
1 point.
Yeah, they're right there in the mix. And nobody saw this for Anslot's first season, right? We just thought he'd come in.
I did
not say a drop off. I thought there was going to be no drop off.
When I mean drop off, I do not think that he will come in and be signing for a Premier League immediately. I think maybe Champions League as usual, because they have good players as well. But he has had, Jota hasn't been available all the time. Gakpo has dropped off for some reason. I don't know. Gakpo is not Gakpo in this season, But then again, I've seen Gakpo that is not what all that, right?
That for like
It was just World Cup that made him. There are some players that are just World Cup players,
I feel like
and
this for Gakpo, because in the Euros, Gakpo was that for Netherlands in these Euros.
exactly what I'm saying. National team players, they're
So
national team players.
So it has to, I think, because in Netherlands the play goes through him. In
Yeah,
PSG,
yeah.
the play was going through him, so he needs to be the main man. But in
Well, he
Liverpool,
can't.
you can't be the main man.
Impossible.
You can't be the
Main man to who?
I think when he came to Liverpool, because they were trying to play him out of position. They were not him as a striker. Gakpo is a striker. Gakpo is a winger. But because Luis Diaz was playing so well, they couldn't just bench Luis Diaz and start playing Gakpo because they bought Gakpo for 30 or for something million. You know my point? Which I didn't understand why they bought Gakpo at that point in time.
I don't know why they got Liverpool, because I think they were just trying to. I don't know.
He's a winger, and it's Luis Diaz position he's going to play. That's
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, kudos to Liverpool. They've played well this season. Their players have stayed firm. No drop-offs in performance. And for some reason, Ryan Gravenberch this season has stepped up big time.
Ryan Gravenberch that we know.
Exactly, big time. This is how some players lose it, when they drop off for so long and they can't. But he has proved to us that he can, resuscitate. And he's doing it big time this season, driving through the midfield, man, like he owns the field. That's kind of. Well, anyway,
And you couldn't bench Kimmich and Goretzka.
Yeah, exactly. Those are two bigger players than him in personality and everything, and they're Germans. But yeah, that's Arsenal.
Let's move to the other big game of the weekend, classico.
El Gran Classico. You see, I watched this game from top to bottom with my father, and let me tell you, even at the pre-interview space when they were still talking in the studio, everybody on that panel gave Madrid a victory. Some people say as big as 3-1. Some people say 2-1. Some people said Barcelona players were too young, that Real Madrid had the big game players and the experience, so they are going to beat Barcelona. Right. Let me let you guys start. Unless you want me to start, then you can, But
yes, go ahead.
All right. So this experiment hasn't worked out the way the world wanted it to work out, right?
What experiment?
The experiment of Mbappe, Vini, and Rodrigo. Is not bringing in the excitement we thought to bring in. When you hear this kind of thing, I'm sure I've heard people play FC25 and they talk about Real Madrid being the best team on the game has ever seen. That is in an ideal world, because I'm sure you have Vini on one wing, Mbappe down the middle, Rodrigo on the other side, Bellingham behind them, Valverde behind them. What did I want to name? Camavinga behind them. They're unstoppable. Now, when you pass there, you don't have Rudiger, you have Militar, you have like the names these are names that will start in any team. I don't care the team wants to tell me. These names will jump in there and start, right? And it's just been I think being the big game manager Ancelotti is, I think he's going to make a decision. But I don't know yet. We shall see for the next game to see how because if you watch that game, people are complaining Barcelona plays such a high line, right? And they bring it back to Tottenham, how they stuck with their high line no matter what. People would have said, oh, he can make a change in this game because Real Madrid's front line are so rapid. Would he be able to keep it down, against these three rapid players? But I tell you something, Barcelona held it down. One player that's unsung in that team, I don't know if you guys can take a good guess. Unsung.
Martinez.
Martinez is number 2. There's one person unsung. They don't. Who?
Not Kubasi.
No, Kubasi. Kubasi is trying, young boy trying. He plays on the right or so, or the left. I don't know what's his name. He came from.
Oh,
who?
Is it Casado?
Oh, Casado.
No. He's a known player. But you don't hear about him every time in the news or anything like that. Defender. He came from Sevilla. Where did he come from?
No,
Kunde.
What's his first name? Jules
Kunde.
Jules Kunde handle. When I mean handle, he handled the speed of Vinicius Junior in that game. I know, but did you hear about him in the news anytime? I watched that game. I was like, wait, but you don't have a safety net in Jules Kunde. Paul Kubasi, Inigo Martinez are one of the slowest defenders you can find.
Mhm.
They are not rapid like Real Madrid.
That is 16 years. It can't be slow.
17.
Forget, have you seen Real Madrid defenders? They're not as fast as Real Madrid defenders. None of them there. But the way they play their highland, I noticed they step out, right? And then if for any reason somebody beats the trap, Kunde is the safety net. Just like a safety in NFL, like he's that safety net because he's rapid. Kunde is fast. That game, it bemused the whole world because we didn't even know. I told you guys before, like Mbappe cost us like 7 or 8 times in that game. I don't understand how you keep getting, and they keep passing him the ball in this offside position.
6 times.
And then he puts the ball in the net and does celebration, and then they come back and rule it offside. Like I couldn't understand what was Real Madrid's game plan, and it came again and begged me to see that. Truthfully, class is permanent. All these star young players now are just star young players, what they are. The missing link of Toni Kroos and Modric is affecting Real Madrid. Now, Camavinga can be all he is. Flashy, he likes to dribble, midfielder, flash guy. Tchouameni, I don't even know what that guy is really. I can't tell you. If you play FIFA and FN, you can see Tchouameni keeps decreasing in his stats and even price.
Yeah.
He keeps decreasing. I can't tell you that he's not a bad player, right? Because I'm sure he gets into some teams, but he's no Toni Kroos, he's no Modric.
So who do you blame for this? Their defeat to Barcelona.
That's why you gotta go back to the manager.
No.
You gotta go back to the manager.
Who do you blame? Because I'm asking.
That's what I'm saying. You got to go back to the manager.
You know,
Because after they scored the first goals and whatever, after you saw you press, and then Barcelona scored you 2 quick fire. If you see the quick back to back, Lewandowski boom, and Lewandowski himself missed like 2 more.
Yeah.
This would have been 6-0 easily or 7.
when I saw the formation of Real Madrid, I knew we were going to.
But it's not the formation they wasted. 3 midfielders.
No, they play 4-4-2. They play 4-4-2 in this game.
No, maybe that's what they put on this thing. Watching the game.
Once I saw that formation, I knew Real Madrid were going to lose this game.
Okay, I mean,
because because for what we are seeing here, maybe this is not how they played in the game. You had your wing. I'm sure what they played was, because for what I'm seeing, you play Vasquez playing right back is not bad. He has played right back all his life.
Yeah, exactly.
In that, if you're using this 4-4-2, you're playing Camavinga on the wing. That means Camavinga is giving you spacing going forward, which is which should not be. You're playing Jude Bellingham on the wing. Jude Bellingham is not quick enough to be playing on the wing. You get my point?
He didn't play on the wing.
I don't know what I see. Like I said, but still, I felt this formation was wrong. Maybe in the game they played 4-3-3, which still that means it's Vinicius Junior and someone else on the wing. It has to be someone else on the wing.
I think Footmove just got this thing wrong.
Or let's say they played
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo did not play.
Rodrigo is injured.
Or let's say they played 4-3-1-2. Let's say they played 4-3-1-2.
I'm trying to actually remember who played on the other wing now.
So let's say they play 4-3-1-2. If they play 4-3-1-2, then you're putting the pressure on still Camavinga to run the wing. Because yes, you're playing 2 strikers, which is Vini and Mbappe. Koundé was always going to be following Mbappe because Mbappe is quick. I say Mbappe. Yeah. Vinicius Junior is quick. He will follow either one. And the Balde will follow the other one.
Yep.
These are two quick wing backs.
But Balde was rinsed. It's okay. The only thing he did that he crossed the ball, he gave an assist. So I'm sure Football was giving him a good rating. Well, yeah. It was just a one of those weird classical games. It took me back to the era of Guardiola and Mourinho, right? When Xavi wanted to kill Real Madrid. Xavi and Iniesta wanted to rinse the whole club. And I don't like they use anger, to come for the game. This was Santiago Bernabeu. Remember, this is not what's their own name, Spotify Camp Nou or whatever they want to call it. This was in Real Madrid's home. This was the crowd behind Real Madrid. This was the world behind Real Madrid. Nobody saw 4-0. Maybe there was a reason something happened 2-1. Barcelona win.
Maybe.
Not 4. When I mean 4-0, controlled 4-0, not 4-0 of attack. They controlled them and beat them. And Hansi Flick was such a gentleman. I've never seen I remember there was a point in the game when you know how it's a derby, right? He he to come up. I think when someone on the bench on Barcelona was making noise and fronting in front of Ancelotti. You know, Ancelotti's such a gentleman too. Ancelotti doesn't blow out. Ancelotti came and was like, you know, and Hansi Flick came out to Ancelotti and apologized. You could see it on the camera. He was like, "But you should point the person out to you." Pointed the person. He was like, "Don't worry, I'll take care." He was like, "Don't worry, I'll handle this." Because truthfully, we know they beat them, yes, and all that, but there's class in football. You cannot let football run into being a taunting sport now. But of course, within them, so they can do whatever they want. But on the field, there, keep it clean, right? Score your goals, win, celebrate, do your things, you know. But yeah, it was a good wake up call for Real Madrid. There'll be some shake up. I also think Hendrik should have played. I know he's small, but he didn't play that game. He didn't come on at all. If Rodrigo is injured, why not experiment with playing Mbappe on the right? Mbappe down the middle is not working right now.
I mean,
It's not just working. I mean, the goals you have, how many penalties can you put there in those goals?
Like barely only one good goal
Right?
Mbappe since
Right?
Madrid.
And he himself missed. This is not offside now. He missed some goals. People said the commentator was now saying Mbappe is playing like he's scared. I don't know if the occasion came up to him. Maybe he's like, wow, a classical Barcelona. But he himself is a big game, so I was worried as to why he's missing these chances. These are chances that Mbappe would bury on any given day. We know who Mbappe is. Like, I know his space, match, and power. He has some skill on him, but he's a good finisher. But for some reason that day, the finishing was done by the master grand finisher, Robert Lewandowski. We can't take it away from him because we know his class is permanent. This is what they had to bring in Modric to calm the midfield because these two are many and Casemiro were all over the place, right? And you could see the class of Pedri, Dani Olmo, what's his name? What's the other DM that they have there? Casado. A young boy I don't know, like he's just putting this coach is putting so much confidence in these boys. And Pau Kubasi marking Mbappe like he's some kind of PK at his prime. You know, like what is going on? I don't understand. And Lamine Yamal and Rafinha for some reason has become a superstar that I don't even understand. Like he's now clearing. Oh no. Well, he kept on his goal scoring antics. I'm sure he gave him an assist as well, maybe. But yeah, it was a clinical game from Barcelona. Took their chances when they needed to take it, and Madrid were very very poor when it comes to the final third. So yeah, that was my take on that game. Such a mess.
People know that. I know people are calling Hansi Flick washed because I remember when they were linking Hansi Flick to Manchester United before when we were hoping Ten Hag would be fired. And some people were saying, no, Hansi Flick is washed. Bayern rejected him or what? I don't know what they were saying. Like,
Probably don't know a good management since slot them
exactly.
For the past years.
I'm like, so Hansi Flick is telling you guys, even when he slapped Bayern Munich midweek, he said, those times people are slapping Barcelona, it's not because of me. So
exactly. Slap Bayern Munich and then slap Real Madrid. Those are two European giants. Barcelona might just be back in the mix of European football again. For some time they are falling off. We were like they can't, but they might win. They're now giving Real Madrid 6 points gap. Let's see if they can sustain it with other teams. It's one thing to beat Real Madrid because the rivalry, everybody's playing at top. Let's see, like the game they lost against Osasuna. It was weird. He decided to change the whole team up, and bring because he felt like it was an easy game, and they ended up losing. So hopefully, Real Madrid can pick themselves up from this and learn from it instead of
I feel Barcelona,
feeling.
Barcelona they will lose games this season. They might lose to Real Madrid in the reverse leg because I feel this classico for the past 2 years or 3 years, if I'm not mistaken, there's always been that 1-4-0, 3-0 result. I think last season Real Madrid beat them 4-1. If I'm not mistaken, last season. So there's always that result. Always that result.
Last season was Real Madrid's turn, yeah.
I feel Xavi's first classico. I think he beat Real Madrid, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember how many, but I think he beat Real Madrid. So it happens. The hit of the game. The two teams came in good form. Real Madrid just came out from 2-0 down to beat Dortmund 5-2. Shout out to Vinicius Junior for that beautiful hat trick. There's one of the goals he scored that he dribbled the whole field and scored that. That was a beautiful goal. And Barcelona beat Bayern Munich 4-1. Rafinha, good hat trick too. I mean, so they both just came out from beating the two giants in Germany. And so it was always going to be now I expected it to be a 50-50 game. Now did I expect Barcelona to win them 4-0? No. Not 4-0 winning. But maybe Barcelona could win, possible. Real could win. But 4-0, no, I didn't expect that. Because,
Yep.
so, but when I saw that lineup, I felt so on. I'm like, no, it did not. The lineup didn't sit right with me because you've been playing a particular way this season. You've played with three midfielders, which you've actually been playing okay with three midfielders: Jude Bellingham, Valverde, Tchouaméni, Camavinga. We have Modric them. They are mixing them around, and they've been playing well in midfield. So changing it up now, I understand that's how you play that season, but different personnel.
Yeah.
Exactly. Different personnel. You had Toni Kroos, at least one of Toni Kroos and Modric in this formation that you play last when you played 4-3-1-2 when you were playing Jude Bellingham as a 10. You had Toni Kroos there who can control the game. So I feel different personnel were on different formations. That's why, like I said, Man U, we don't have the personnel to play the 4-2-3-1 that Eric wants to play.
He wants to play 3-1-6.
Forget that, I'm saying.
3-1-6.
We don't have the personnel. We don't have the personnel to play the 4-2-3-1 that he keeps lining us up. But I feel we have the personnel to play 4-3-3. I feel we have the personnel to play 4-3-3, and I feel we can do it to make our team better. But yeah,
we don't have the coach.
We don't have the coach to make those kind of decisions. Say, this I want us to play, this I want us to play. But yeah, that's just it about Man U. But shout out to Vinicius Jr. for his hat trick.
And also for him to going to win the Ballon d'Or.
And finally, Neymar is back.
I'm happy, my guy Neymar. I can't
Neymar is back.
No one the Ballon d'Or. That's life. But thank you for joining us today.
Sure, it was an honor.
Hopefully, there'll be more lives around the corner. And we can talk about Man U. Hopefully, we're not always losing. And we're always ranting about it. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, we'll see you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. All right.